I'm Ray. Welcome to Ray's Toolbox. We went to the beach earlier this year and this piece of driftwood caught my attention. I think I can do something with that. When I picked it up, it was floating in the water. It was just waterlogged, soaked, heavy as could be. It's been about 3 weeks now and it's very, very light. Still very wet when you touch it, so I'm going to have to dry this out and figure out what I can do with it. I have an idea. Check it out. It's also very spongy, so we're going to have to do something to make this a more solid piece of wood. The first thing I needed to do was cut this into 2 pieces. It was too long and oddly shaped for one lamp, but it had a spot where I can cut it in the middle and it's going to be just perfect for 2 lamps. If you notice that pile of sand that came out of the inside of this, it was just filled with sand. I did go ahead and I had to cut the smaller piece off at a slightly different angle on the bottom to get it to set square so it would look better for a lamp. The first thing I had to do, because it was so wet and spongy, was I had to stabilize the wood. The taller of the 2 pieces, I decided to put a conventional lamp in it, so I needed to bore down the inside and make it big enough to accept the hardware for that type of lamp. A little bit of trial and error, but I did get the piece to fit down in fairly snug. The next step, I had to drill the hole all the way through it so I could get the lamp cord up through the inside of it. Depending on the lampshade that you put on this, I thought it would be a little top heavy, so I wanted to make a base for both of the pieces. I had some leftover maple, and I think the grain pattern is going to look really nice with the lamp. I think it'll match pretty good. So I needed to plane it down to the thickness that I wanted. The maple was also very light and had some less dense places in it, so I did need to stabilize it so it would work better. If you want to see how to stabilize wood, there should be a link at the end of this video so you can watch and see how we did that. Through the process, I noticed it was still warped a little bit, so I ran it through the thickness sander and got all the sides as true as I could get them. When you put the driftwood on top of this, the sharp edges just did not look right. So I took the bases to the sander and gave them a little more of a natural-ish looking edge. I think it came out pretty good. The smaller piece of driftwood, I decided the size of it would go really nice with the lamps that you use around Christmas time. There's a type of Gorilla Glue that I like to use. You wet one surface and then spread the glue on the other surface. The glue reacts with the water, and as it sets up, it'll swell and fill up the void that may be in there and makes it a lot tighter. When it reacts and swells up, it'll come out of the joints, and it's a yellowish color, the same color as the lamp stick, and it looks kind of a natural, like the wax is running down off the candle and collecting. I like that effect. I used a regular light for the larger piece of driftwood. The kit that I got is made to go inside of a bottle and fill up that area. I assembled it backwards, so to speak. I put it together first, and then I used some JB weld to weld the bottom part into the piece of driftwood. pretty much figured with my luck, if I didn't do it this way, I would glue the cords so it wouldn't move up or down, and I wouldn't have enough slack to fasten the light. I set my lamps on the base and figured out about where they went. And then I screwed the bottoms onto the tops, making sure I didn't hit the wires and that the screws didn't come out. Initially, I was just going to go ahead and put some polyurethane on them, but I decided to go ahead and stain one with a golden oak and see how it turned out. I really like the results on this, so I did both of them. After I had them both finished, I needed to let them set overnight and let the stain dry up. I used the spray clear polyurethane on these because I figured if I brushed it on, it would run out of the crevices and wouldn't look quite as nice. So these are the finished products. I don't have a lampshade on the big one yet because you wouldn't be able to see quite as much of everything depending on the lampshade. You can see on the small one how that glue kind of adds a wax run look to it. Just a little bit of sanding around the base on the sander really took that sharp edge off, and I think that made them look a lot nicer. I thought the Driftwood would make pretty good lamps, and I'm really pleased with how these turned out. I think they look pretty sharp. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to see how to stabilize wood, there'll be a link at the end of the video here so you can do that. Thank you for watching. If you've subscribed already, thank you. If not, go ahead and do so. Ring the bell and tell your friends. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.